Hello! Happy day. Today is Wednesday, and to me it feels like Monday because the last 2 days have been so weird. Today feels like the first real day of the week. Monday, I guess I was just in a funk all day, and then that night I didn't sleep because Billy didn't sleep, Matt didn't sleep. Billy is sick. I think she has RSV. She did not sleep at all that night. That was so brutal. But then last night, miraculously, she slept. So today we're all feeling good. Well, I mean, Billy's still very sick, but we're all feeling rested and excited to get this day going. Last Saturday I went to the BINS, and that is what we're gonna be working on today. I processed the stuff, I put it in the spreadsheet, but now I need to hang it up and steam it and photograph it, most importantly. And then, of course, if we have time, measure and inventory it. But I also have a few, this person's speeding, a few things of shipping to do that I'll probably just leave at the office to put out tomorrow. I think it's just two really good sales, maybe three. Yeah, I think it's three. Two of them are very good, and one of them sold super fast, so can't complain. So we'll get that done first, and then I'm going to show you everything that I found at the BINS. I left the BINS on Saturday thinking that it was a horrible trip, or like a really bad trip. And then I went home and processed it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It's usually how it goes. Usually it was worth my time. It's just there wasn't anything stellar, but actually there was one brand I totally forgot I put in my cart and somehow just snuck past my sorting. But when I got back and I was going through everything, I found it, and it was a brand I'd never heard of before. I've never sold. It's called Base Range, and comps look really good. So I found a jumpsuit by Base Range. I'll put up a photo of the logo here, or the tag. So that might be the best item I found. I didn't even know I found it. I think I found like maybe one or two other things that were really good. But most of it is just really bread and butter stuff. But you know what? That's okay. However, I am thinking I need to include more higher priced items that I source from Crossroads soon, because I was just going through everything that I've listed in the past, I don't know, week. My average listing price, so not my average sales price, but my average listing price, I think was like a little over $40. Or maybe it was like 45. I don't know, I have the exact number. Text it to myself because I wanted to share it. I'll put it up on the screen. That's not good because my average sales price right now is 40, and I would like to keep it there. So anyways, I want to get this stuff from the BINS, photograph and list it, but I think the next batch of inventory I would like to list from Crossroads. And that means I need to get my Crossroads stuff together and take it to one or two of them this week. However, I doubt I'll have time today to really get to that. But anyways, I'm gonna meet you at the office and we'll start getting shipping done. Okay, let's do our shipping, grab our stuff. I am going to grab 4 things to ship on Poshmark. That's what I have today. And because actually, while I was driving here, I got another really good sale. Sold quickly from the BINS, which means good profit margin, and it sold for a good price. So, generated by Posh VA. But anyway, I am also going to grab something to provide measurements for. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been, here let's just start grabbing stuff. I have been absolutely atrocious, horrible, despicable at providing measurements when people request them. So today's the day I changed that. And what I used to do and what I am now doing is when I would pull things to ship, or actually, Tomas did it. And when we pulled things to ship, we'd also pull the things we need to measure because we didn't provide measurements for the longest time. And so here it is, one of them. And so there are a lot of things that I have listed that don't have measurements. And the worst thing is that I haven't been answering people's questions on eBay, which I think actually really matters. I think on eBay, they do take it into account how quickly you respond to messages in terms of how much they push your listings. But then again, I honestly don't know, because here's the deal. I have gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on eBay between top rated seller and above average seller, and there's no difference. I've noticed zero difference between the two in terms of my sales. So I'm starting to think it's just kind of like a way for eBay to manipulate its sellers, but it doesn't really hold much actual weight. But you know, experienced resellers on eBay, let me know. I mean, I've had my fair share of eBay history and sales, but you know, the real ones, the ones who like are primarily eBay, that do like, you know, far more business on there than me, they are welcome to correct me. But I mean, just in my experience, that's what I've noticed. Okay, and then I have to grab one boot. So I'll grab that actually on the way out. But I think that's everything. Yep, 4 Poshmark sales. All right, let's go ship. Let's get these printed. I'm gonna go grab that boot. I like selling shoes because I've already pre-packaged them. I had 2 sales for $100 or more. I just genuinely love. I love $50 sales and above. I mean, love. But I really love $100 sales and above, because if I am trying to hit $200 in sales per day, which really should be very attainable. I mean, you know, there have been times in my reselling career where I was reaching for $1,000 in sales a day, which is doable, especially if you have 2 people. So you think, if I can do 1,000 with 2 people, I should be able to do 201. But if I'm reaching for $200 a day, then it's obviously so much easier to hit that goal with 2 $100 sales. The problem is finding pieces that, you know, resell, that are in high demand, that garner a $100 sales price. That takes, in my experience, that takes some real intentionality behind your sourcing. You can't just like, you know, go to the BINS and expect that to be the case. You can't, you know, if you live in a really good area, maybe you can rely on Goodwill, like regular Goodwills, but oftentimes you kind of have to go out of your way to make that happen, so that whether that's doing consignment stores like Crossroads or doing online arbitrage or whatever, you really have to seek out those $100 sales, and then you also have to be more selective. I'm not looking for only $100 sales, but I do want to have more of them. So here's my first one. It is actually it's a pair of boots that I got through liquidation, but I have just recently been going through my boots and lowering the prices on all of them, because a lot of them I held for a long time, and 'tis the season to be selling boots. So these are new Attack Donald J. Pliner boots, really nice. I lowered the price to $140 because I had them for 457 days, and then someone sent me an offer for 100, so I accepted it. So happy about this sale. When I come in the morning tomorrow, I'm just gonna set these out. And then we'll just skip ahead to my other $100 plus sale. This actually I did get at the BINS, so it was a great BINS find. Like just a, what? My mom, she says, what? A lot. And so anyway, that's a little Nancyism for you, but we always say that. It was a what kind of find. I think I've talked about it. I think I found it, I listed it while on a blog. It is a pair of Totem jeans. I had listed for $160, and Posture VA is an automation software that I highly recommend if you sell on Poshmark. You can try it for 2 weeks free, and if you use my link in the description down below, or use my code MOGIBETH, you can get 20% off your first month. But anyway, it's what it does for me. It does a lot of things for me, but probably the most valuable thing is that it sends offers to likers to people as soon as they like something, and I have it set to send 30% off offers. So this sold in a Posture VA offer to liker for $112. I'm so happy because I get to use my holiday stickers. I'm actually hopefully gonna run out because I've had these for so long, but of course I can only like use them in December. Let's just see here. I didn't tell you the profit on those last boots. My profit on those, oh yeah, that was in my last liquidation pallet ever. And my profit on those was $7.19. My profit on these jeans, Totem, if you don't know Totem, it's a really good bowler brand, was $86.67. So I'm not saying that you can't find items at the bins that will sell for $100 or more, but it's not a reliable source for those things. But that's a really good find, really good sale. Sold after 14 days. Very happy. Woke up to that sale this morning. It was just like, ah. Yay! Actually, what am I on track to make now? Oh, we're getting close to 5,000 this month. That would be so great. 4,700. Okay, I had two other sales. The first was this bra that I actually stain treated, but the stain didn't come out. So I just listed it while disclosing the stain, you know, sitting in my laundry room for like at least a year. It's a Torrid bra. I had it listed for $28. It sold to a Posher VA automated offer to liker for $19 with discount shipping, which gave me a profit of $12.35, but it sold the day after I listed it. So that is really great. But yeah, as you can see, it has a little stain here. I mean, it's very, it probably did get a little better from me stain treating it, but you know, it's a tiny stain on a bra that no one's gonna see. So at the end of the day, it's fine, I think. And apparently someone thought it was fine. But I do like picking up bras at the bins. This was a bins find a long time ago. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I don't wanna like invert the cup because you can like wrinkle it. That would be disappointing if I damaged it before it arrived, like in transit. Okay. And then the sale that just came through, pretty sure I showed y'all this. It is Burton. It's actually Ronin by Burton. This is my first time selling Burton, but I've heard about it, being a reseller for like 6 years or whatever. But I'm always like, what do I pick up? Like when it comes to snowboarding stuff, I have no idea. What's worth money? I know there are things worth money, but what? But when this came across my desk at the bins, when I came across it at the bins, I immediately grabbed it because it is in excellent condition. And that's the other thing about snowboarding stuff, is that oftentimes it is not in great condition. Like the Velcro is just all mangled or has a ton of stuff in it. I do know, and I love selling North Face, like snow pants. I'll buy those at a regular Goodwill if I come across them. So yeah, I was really excited to find this, excellent condition. And I had it listed for $90. I was thinking about listing it for over $100, but decided to list it for $90, and it sold it with a Posher VA offer to liker for $62, and that gave me a profit of $46.57, and it sold in 6 days. So really great sale. I think I might, so I want to put it in a oversized poly mailer or in a box. I think maybe a poly mailer. So I know I've been talking about this, I did get a tape dispenser for over there. I'm excited to show it to you when it comes in. I don't know where it is. I should probably check Amazon to see where it is. Or maybe it's just sitting in my mailbox here. That'd be nice. Do you guys like wrapping presents for the holidays? I have a funny story. So one year, a long time ago, when we were living in Maryland, like right after college, I signed Matt and I up to gift wrap at Barnes & Noble for charity. And it was like, I don't know, long, like 6 hours at least. And we get there and I don't know if I really knew what we were wrapping gifts for, but, or maybe I did. I thought it was just like an animal thing. I was like, I just want to do something, you know, charitable this holiday season. So we get there and we find out the animal rescue charity was for rats. And I have nothing against pet rats. Like, you know, rats are animals too. But Matt was not about that at all. He was so upset that I dragged him to this, and it was for rats. And we had so many people who came up, and it's free gift wrapping, but it's like you can tip, and the tips are donations, who had us wrap their gifts, and then once they found out what it was for, they did not donate. But we did raise some money, and it was a fun time. Anyways, long story short, I do really like wrapping gifts for the holidays. If you guys have any funny stories like that, or just any gift wrapping stories, or just let me know how you feel about gift wrapping in general. Let me know in the comments down below. Christmas stories, holiday stories are the best. I love these oversized poly mailers because it makes shipping so much easier on large items like that. I'll link these down below. They're eco-enclosed. And maybe I'll link one from Amazon that's cheaper down below too. Okay, let me make sure that's the right label. Yep, okay, shipping done. Now we need to do measurements. That took forever because I'm just being a chatty Cathy today. Okay, I'm going to measure these two things. So basically, it was a person on eBay who was like, I can't decide between extra small and small. So I'm going to measure both, and it'll be good because I can add that to the listings on Poshmark and so forth. And then get back to her, and then we will go through the stuff that we're listing today. All right. Hopefully I can do this quickly. I'll meet you there. Okay, so I actually did a few more things than I said I was going to. I did do the measurements, and then I remembered, oh, I have a return sitting in my mailbox. So I went to my mailbox, got that. The tape dispenser wasn't there. I think that might be being shipped to my house. And then I'm like, you know what? As well as measurements, I have been really putting off and procrastinating processing returns really badly. So I have a huge stack of returns I need to go through. I'm not going to do that today, but I'll just start today with processing returns as they come in. And so they don't pile up. So I went ahead and processed that return, super easy one, and relisted it. So did that, and then I filled up my steamer. So while that steamer is getting going, I'm going to hang up things and show you. Actually, I probably don't need it to be on. It's going to take me a little bit to hang all this stuff up. Show you what I found and hang it up. So the first thing was this Skims bra. It's like a mesh bra, but it has these, what appears to be oil stains on it. So I'm going to attempt to get them out. So I need to set that over there so that I take it home, and when I do some stain treating, hopefully soon, I can, honestly, I mean, I'm gonna rewatch my video because in my video I go over the different types of stains and how to treat them. I think Dawn would do really well on this, but then again, OxyClean's so easy, so I'll rewatch my video and see what I what I say in the video. Come off as an expert, but I just can't remember. Okay, I don't know if I come off as an expert, but I'm trying to. I'm trying to act like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first was this. This is like, it's truly bread and butter. Toad & Co. And it's either like a long tunic top or a mini dress. Probably a long tunic top. Size large though, so that's good. I'm going to actually put it on a velvet hanger because it'll probably just slide right off of those. Maybe I should put it on a white velvet hanger. Toad & Co. I usually would prefer to find more substantial pieces, but on this day I was really struggling. I think this is why I thought it was such a bad day. I was really struggling to get 25 pounds worth of stuff. I really don't like days like that because then you are easily justifying picking up things that you should not be picking up. This was a really good find though, and I posted about it in my Instagram stories. I never heard of this brand, Koyuchi. Whenever I come across a brand at the bins that I've never heard of that has a good resale value, I usually post on Instagram about it. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, make sure you do that. But this is a really good brand. They specialize in linens, and their linens do actually really well, but their robes do well too. So this is a robe, size extra small, organic cotton, and it was a really good find. Next is another really good bread and butter cut from the cloth, size 10, which is a good size. And this is a really excellent condition pair of jeans, Catherine boyfriend fit. Goodwill wanted $12.99 for them. For those of y'all who are like, what are the bins? What are you talking about? The bins is the Goodwill outlet where they send items that did not sell at a regular Goodwill, and they send what's called raw donations as well, which are donations that just never even made it to Goodwill because they received so many donations they can't possibly process everything. So at least that's my understanding. Okay, this is the item I was talking about in the car. Base range. This is so cute. it is. I didn't even, you know, like I said, I didn't check it over, so when we're steaming, we'll see if there are any flaws. It is this really, really cute. Oh no! I don't think that's intentional. It's got a huge hole in it. Oh no. Well, wait. Maybe it is intentional because it's on both. It's on both knee areas. Maybe there's just distressing. And there's actually some down here too. Okay, I'm definitely gonna look that up and see if that's intentional. But hopefully it's intentional, and I don't know. If not, that's a pretty big flaw, and I would probably not list it. Hey, I found another Voari piece in my Goodwill BINS trip. It was like my last BINS thrift with me, which I'll link up on the screen. I went to the BINS and sold everything that I found on Whatnot. And by the way, if you attended that show, thank you so much. If you bought something, thank you so much. Anyway, I found Voari in that trip too. So this was I mean, this is like the most basic Voari find you could possibly have. It's just a white kind of crop tee, but I still think actually it'll do pretty well. Voari is like one of the fastest selling brands. This, I've picked up and sold Newtag Fashion Nova before. And I thought this was a really good, I need to get this listed like ASAP because I think it's a really good holiday party dress. Fashion Nova, fast fashion brand, you know, I typically avoid like the plague, but this is Newtag satin gown, essentially, with this really pretty sequencing along the neckline, bust area. And it's Newtag, so it's in really good condition. So, it doesn't say what it retailed for on here. Ooh. It's Newtag, but it has horrible, oh dang it, it has horrible, not horrible, but not great. Like, I can't list this Newtag, armpit stains. So, do I take this to Crossroads? I could take this to Crossroads. I could take it to Crossroads. See if they want it. I think maybe I might do that. Okay, next, let's move on. This is a J. Crew men's button down, and it's from, I think, a fairly recent season. This is the kind of stuff that I'm like, man, I don't know if this is the kind of stuff I think about when I'm like, wow, that wasn't a good binge trip. Spring 2021. Because I just know this is gonna probably sit for a long time and then eventually sell for like $18. And it's like, sometimes women's button downs I really like picking up, but stuff like this. And then, of course, there's some J. Crew men's pieces that are great, but we'll see. I doubt it. I doubt this was really a good pickup. But again, I was just kind of desperate. This is another one that I've never actually sold this brand. I've looked it up like a million times. I decided to just go ahead and get it. It is Oiselle. And I think Oiselle is a biking brand. And this is just a long sleeve workout top. So we'll see. I did look up comps and I think it should sell for like $25. This is like actually an interesting find as a Newtag Rachel Roy, which isn't like a bolo brand, but Newtag and its plus size, it might be a good pickup. Goodwill wanted $15 for it. I actually did sell a lot of this brand through liquidation. This probably came from Nordstrom Rack. So, and then I have the belt somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure I do. Where did it go? I know I picked up the belt. Oh my gosh, I'll be so upset if it's missing. Okay, hopefully we come across it eventually. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. This is a good bread and butter find. NYDJ Curves 360, which is one of their, I think, best performing lines. And it's size 16. And it's in excellent condition, dark wash jean. So yeah, I was happy to find that. One of my favorite bread and butter type pieces to pick up. It's so easy to list. It sells pretty reliably. Here's a black piece. Another black Lululemon piece. Oh. That was the death of me last week. There's a squeaky floor. Do y'all hear that? Right here. Okay, anyway. Maybe I'll just move this over so I don't step on it. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Lululemon. They're like this is an older style, but striped pant. I wouldn't be surprised if I've sold this before. I've sold definitely similar styles. Actually still has the pull tag, size 6. So I pick up everything Lululemon at the bins. Now I will not be picking up black sweaters with holes in it. Learned that last week. But I think this one shouldn't be as bad. I will have to lint roll it a little bit, but not nearly as much as that. Okay, and then I found, like, on my way out, I went through a bin that someone had clearly thrown these 3 things back. And so I hope I don't find out why, because I couldn't find out, I couldn't see why when I was there. But I love selling men's Adriana Goldschmied, and these are the Everett pants. And I've got one in brown. Goodwill wanted $12.99 for it. And I got one in this khaki color. I think they're, you know, by the same person, probably 40 by 32 on both. No, that's wild. One's 40 by 32, one's 38 by 34. Those are kind of close, slightly different. Anyway, it'll be easy to list. Adriana Goldschmied has the style name just right on the inside tag, right there, and usually you can find the style name by Googling that style number. Did I say the style name? They have the style number on the inside tag. And if you use stock photos, oftentimes you can find the stock photo doing that too. And then also sitting next to it was a pair of Judy Blue. I have not found Judy Blue in a minute. These are a size 20W, which is a great size. There are these black jeans with distressing, and then it has this contrasting plaid fabric underneath the distressing. So good for this time of year. Yeah, we'll find out if there was a reason they threw these back and I just didn't see it. I'll find out while I'm steaming. That typically happens with at least 1 or 2 pieces with bin stuff. Okay, this I texted Matt and I was like, do you want to keep this? Because we actually, Billy Lou sleeps in one of these. It's a Woolino sleep sack. I've talked about this in my baby brands video, but this is a size 2 to 4 year. So probably, I wonder if it will take longer to sell because of that, because typically, you know, babies will sleep in sleep sacks, but I don't know how often 2 to 4 year olds sleep in sleep sacks. I'm sure some do. But I'm thinking Billy Lou will probably graduate out of the sleep sack by then, so I decided not to keep it. But these retail for like $100, and they really maintain their resale value really well. So, but this one's in excellent condition, which makes me kind of want to keep it, because typically when I come across these, they're not in this good a condition. And in fact, Billy Lou's isn't even in this good a condition. Like this one looks barely used, so I think I am going to go ahead and sell it. Another maternity, I think, brand I went over in my maternity brand video. I guess that's not maternity, but in the same ballpark of things. Kindred Braverly, really good maternity brand. And I've sold this before. I wear these all the time. They are the nursing / pumping bra, and they sell really consistently. Not for a ton of money, probably like 20 to 30, but they sell well. I love finding bras, and this one's actually in really good condition. It's in better condition than a lot of the ones I own. But I've thrifted a lot of the ones I owned, and I also got one through my registry. Here's another NYDJ. This is a good example of one that's probably going to take longer to sell, but I picked it up anyway. NYDJ size 2 petite, Dela wide leg crop. It's like a cropped capri. It's got these cuffs. So it will be easy to list. In the NYDJ things, it's probably like a B or C tier, whereas that one's like an A tier. Like I said, it was good enough on this day, definitely. Matthew. Bye, Billy Lou. Are you a little monkey? Is it a little monkey?
Are you a monkey?
Okay, Matt just called while he was talking. I hung up the rest of the stuff, so I'm gonna turn my steamer on. And while that's getting going, I will show you the rest of the stuff. So I haven't sold this in a minute. It's flax. It is a size large, 100% linen. The cool thing about flax is that they have these little tags that have positive affirmations. And this says, I am supportive. It's cute. This is a short sleeve button down, and this brown and pink and purple and green stripe. These are a little bit older style. I think they're from like, I don't know, 2018, something, 2016, I don't know, something like that, but they're in excellent condition. They are Torrid. Torrid is the one time I picked it up recently sold super fast. Actually, and the bra. So I had 2 pieces by Torrid that sold really fast recently. So I am happy with Torrid performance right now. So I picked up these Torrid pants. I also picked up, I'll just put it back to back, this Torrid top, which, you know, the last one I found sold for like 19, but it sold in 2 days or something. So decided to pick that up. I actually picked these up to take to Crossroads, but I think I'm gonna try selling them. They're BDG, size small, but they're just so cute. They're these high-rise balloon kind of cargo pants with this big carpenter pants with this big pocket. This is totally someone who wears these type of pants. This is a Portland thing, like a homemade ring someone left with a little, I mean, it's like a piece of wire and a little stone on it. It's cute. That was in the pocket. What else is in these pockets? This looks like a recent style though, so. And as far as I can tell, they're in excellent condition. You know, maybe when I'm steaming it, I'll learn more. This was a brand I had to look up and decided to try it out. It does retail for a lot, Pas de Calais. And I think they specialize in a lot of linen pieces. So these are, I think, a pair of linen or linen blend pants. I'm excited. Oh, this has a flaw, doesn't it? Excited to see how those do. Is that a flaw? No, it's not actually. Part of the fabric. You see this fabric, see how it's like that? It has a little bit of that, and I thought that was like an armpit stain, but it's just part of the fabric. Anyway, this is a Zara mesh dress, really cute. It's like a midi sheath dress in this really cool fabric. So thought about taking that to Crossroads, but again, I'm gonna try it out for myself. I think I've sold everything I had from Sundance. So, because I just have been recently looking through doing an inventory audit, and I don't think I have anything from Sundance. So this was a good find. It is a size large, which is good. Sweater, hopefully I can find the style name and so forth. But one thing I do like to do with sweaters is put them on velvet hangers, because if you put it on those wooden hangers, it can stretch it out first and foremost if you're gonna leave it on the hanger. But it also creates like a weird shape with the shoulder, and it can make it look stretched out. It can make it look all wrong. So I would recommend, if you use wooden hangers, having a couple of velvet hangers too, just for pieces like that and for pieces like bras and so forth that slip off really easily. And then this is actually the first thing I found, but it's the last piece over here. Free People. I like selling the flare leg jeans by Free People. High-rise flare leg. They typically do pretty well for me. It's been a little while since I sold it, but I'm excited to see how those do. Definitely worth picking up at the bins. Okay, I'm gonna steam this stuff as fast as I can and then photograph as much as I can. I've got to go home an hour early because Billy Lou is struggling, which is why Matt called. And we're gonna put her to bed early. So she's been sick, like I said, and just struggling. So she didn't take a long nap. All right, let's get on to steaming and photographing. So unfortunately, I did not get finished steaming, and I found a few really disappointing flaws, but I am gonna try to photograph 5 things real quick, just so I can have something to list tonight. And then I've gotta head home. You know, I'm heading home an hour early, and if I wasn't doing that, then I would, I think, be in good shape. Oh man, I'm gonna pick 5 easy things. And I probably would be able to steam and photograph most of this, probably not all of it, if I had another hour, but I'll have to just continue what I'm doing here tomorrow, which is fine. Thursday, I come in the morning, and I probably, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go get breakfast with my dad, but since I've been exposed to RSV, I probably won't, because it's pretty deadly for people over 70, and so I don't really want to walk into a senior living facility. So I will have more time in the morning, which is good for work purposes. Hopefully I can get this stuff done and maybe even get my Crossroads stuff organized, and then maybe on Friday I can take that stuff into Crossroads. In fact, I was thinking maybe Friday I would go to the BINS and Crossroads instead of Saturday and just try that out and see if I like that better. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how far I get through this stuff on Thursday. But anyway, I have like 5 minutes, 6 minutes to photograph this stuff. So I'm just gonna go as fast as I possibly can. All right, wish me luck. Okay, well, I'm running a little bit late, but I actually got that stuff done in like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, so I am going to head out and hopefully get this stuff done tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. Let's put out into the universe good sales for all of us. I want to have some good sales tonight, wake up to some good sales. Let's just visualize that happening, like, oh my gosh, yay! I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks so much for joining me. Love y'all. Bye.